Here we go. We're going to see how nature catches energy and how it moves it around and stores it in life, how life stores and holds on to energy. This trip in Cambodia, we've been going around to a couple new places and visiting some old places. We start off the trip up in Ratanakiri, which is in the northeast corner of the country. Catch and store energy and resources. Remember we talked about that? One of the principles is to catch and store energy and resources as high in the landscape as possible. It is probably one of the more remote areas of Cambodia, though now they've been having a lot of loss of jungle. I mean, that's true for all over Cambodia, is the removal of jungle for profit, and then after that, planting a lot of now rubber plantations going up. So that's happened up in Ratanakiri. One of the major inputs of energy into life is from the sun. The part of life that catches that are plants. Right? Plants get that energy. I always recommend that serious permaculture people get this saying tattooed on their body so they can see it whenever they wake up. It's not the volume coming in, it's how long you can hold on to it and keep it within the system that makes it healthy, that makes it sustainable. That's how life grows. That's how life can keep expanding and growing, because it catches and it stores by movement. Storage can be dynamic. It can be movement as long as that movement is inside of your system. This storage of moving the energy and the resources around the farm or around the village, that movement will actually create many benefits. How is energy moving around through the system, and how can we predict what patterns do we see from those flows? Where is one of the major flows? What area? Okay, that's sort of a node, but there's major flows there, okay? What other things might say that we can see, that we can observe, that would be important about design, that we need to be aware of? People, resources, this here, from coming in across the bridge, coming here and going up this direction, that's like Main Street, the main pathway of this village. This increases speed. It's straight, and it's a little bit sloped going this way. So things go faster here. The relationships we create between the soil, the plants, the animals, the people, the technology, how we put those parts together, that's where it's all happening. That's the trick. Remember, catch and store energies and resources as high in the landscape. So we start in the top, and then we work our way down. We could make it that it has to go this way, and then go back that way, and then go back that way. So you can start to make that flow, the moped flow, meander more. You have lots of food growing in here that you can push this water into, and you can make mulch pits or big, holes, put some rocks in, and just get the water to go into the ground. Okay? And you can do that as you go down the street. We have more places here. Water overflows, and you decide where does it go to next. The more you're able to think imaginatively, the more you can, be creative, the more opportunity you have to create more yield. Where are the edges? Oh, look at that. Oh, let's put a little bit here. Let's try this. We have nitrogen. We have old pig manure. You can use newspaper. You can use the paper that we've been using to draw on, cotton sheets, as long as it's organic. Wool, cotton, silk. It's a good way to let nature do your work for you. It's very good at softening soil. When you have hard soil like this, compacted soil, you can sheet mulch it, especially if you do it deeper, and it will over time soften it. You have the choice of doing multiple layers, or maybe you decide just to do one layer. When you finish, whenever you get to where you're stopping, the last layer you put on is a thick layer of mulch, of about something like that. stone or rocks. Put some of the heat. This tree will start to get stronger. You'll start seeing it going. Woo, woo, woo. It was actually for Akadin NGO, and we trained their staff, and they work all over Cambodia, so that'll be a good one. They're really starting to integrate permaculture into what they're doing. And up in Ratanakiri, with the villages they're working up there, those are some indigenous tribal people, not Khmer, but a variety of different tribals up there, and they've had to settle down because there's no more jungle for their shifting cultivation. So they're learning now a settled cultivation, and this NGO is helping them, and so we're integrating permaculture ideas into their new agricultural systems that they're learning as a community. So that's pretty exciting. An A-frame frenzy is going on here. We're having lots of fun with bamboo, which is a very fun thing to have fun with. I'm in a frenzy, an A-frame frenzy. Of fudging here with the nails and hammer, which is fine in the real world, but we're trying to keep it. I was trying to keep it a little bit, lower tech. But I think 2 groups used nails and 2 groups didn't. This is off a little bit. It can make big difference. But that looks like that's pretty much in the middle. Okay, great. So we want to find level, 2 points that are level across to build terrace. So we move that one. Yeah, exactly. In mountains, that's what you want to do for garden. You want to make flat flats going down. 2, 3, 4. So those are all same. If you're making terrace, want to make flat space, then what you can do is you can start chopping here, pulling it this way, and then pulling it out here so it drops down. We have flat area going like this. So now we can measure this way, level, but we can also measure like this or across like this to make sure it's level back to front. Okay, try the key. It's like having a baby, sort of. This is the exciting time. Okay, there's not a strong smell. If you smell down here, you get a little bit stronger smell. Fermentation is the only type of food preservation, saving food, that actually increases the value of the food. If you can food, if you dry food, if you freeze food, it lessens the nutrient value. But if you ferment food, it actually makes the nutrient value of the food higher, better. This was starting to get there. You can see it's starting a little green there, little red. Yeah, we got the fuzz. So it's starting to happen. In the 2 years I've been coming here, this is actually the 3rd year, that I've really seen permaculture start to pick up a little bit. There's a lot more NGOs that are interested. I'm meeting more people. More people are getting interested in how permaculture can help them in their work with NGO work and their groups they're working with. So it's picking up.